Hello and welcome back to part 2 of my Metal Gear Solid 1 Let's Play, part of the Metal Gear month on Super Beanie-man Gaming. So, when we last left off, I had just got into the Revolver Ocelot fight and I kind of ran into the wires and blew Kenneth Baker up. So we're just sort of going back there now, using the C4 to blow up the walls, and then we're going to enter in and hopefully kill Ocelot this time and not Kenneth Baker. Well, yeah, sort of. Well, you'll see. So yeah, I will say, just to point out again, if people didn't see the first video or they might have forgotten, I am recording this primarily to do the Let's Play, but also to do my Game Invaders episodes, which I'm doing a special series on Metal Gear Solid, so you will see me do some weird things at certain points. I'm sort of looking at walls in first person just to get the background so I can green screen myself into those areas. Kind of. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. It's going to be a shot of me blowing up Baker and then me walking out. So that's what I was doing there. So yeah, apologies for that, but I didn't want to cut them all out. I just wanted to keep this playthrough as sort of realistic, true to the playthrough as possible. So that's part of it. Anyway, cutscene, so I'm going to just stay a bit quiet. No, because we've already seen that, so I'm going to skip it. Right, here we go. So Ocelot's first boss of the game. He's quite easy. He will run around the room in one direction. If you get close to him, he'll try and turn and go the other way. And he'll keep doing that until he runs out of his 6 bullets, which apparently were more than enough to kill a man, but he doesn't quite get me with those 6. Then he will reload. Sometimes he stands still when he's reloading, which allows you to sort of run the other way, get the drop on him, try and hit him before he legs it. You can sort of shoot him in between the wires, just across from the way, but you do risk hitting Baker then, so it's not advisable. I would just say, learn how to run with the weapon aimed and shoot. That's the best bit of advice I could give this one. You sort of hold down square and X maybe at the same time, and that allows you to run and shoot like I'm doing here. And that technique pretty much makes short work of Ocelot. It's not a very good fight, to be honest. Yeah, that's it. Quickly dispatch him. So I'll be quiet now.
From the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up. What? My hand! Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again! Who are you? I like you. I have no name. That exoskeleton.
Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up? Oh.
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier. It must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of muff are reported every year.
Muff?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black Project.
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
What the hell?
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but,
Some kind of poison?
well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn!
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Ah, poor Kenneth Baker. Oh well, we're doing a pretty shit job at the minute, Snake, I have to say. We haven't actually saved anyone yet. And now we've got to go and find Meryl, the female who attacked us in the prison cells earlier. And this was another sort of copy protection sort of gimmick, where Kojima was thinking outside of the box, quite literally. Her codec, you can't get it in game, no one gives it you. They always tell you to look on the back of the CD case. And on the actual game case, there was a screenshot with the codec number, which was brilliant, inspired. So yeah, I already know the code, so I'm just going to go back up to where the sort of tanker hangar, whatever you want to call it, is. So yeah, in this room now, we've got some guards. They've sort of come down to patrol. So we just try and avoid those if possible. But now I've also got level 2 key. I probably shouldn't go waste bullets. I can get into some of the other doors. So have a look at first person. See what's in there. Grenades, brilliant. That'll do. Right. I'm sure there's a machine gun in one of these as well. Not there. There's a guy out there. That should be alright. Yeah, he's going the other way, is he? Here it is. This is the nice. Oh, and here's some infrared wires. So we put the thermals on and we can crawl under there. You can also use your smokes. You can get your cigarettes out, and if you stand close to it, when he blows the smoke, it'll shut up the lasers, and that's a really nice feature of the cigarettes. So yeah, switch back to the card and we can get out the door. Just try and avoid these guards if possible. Go to the elevator, and we can bring it up. But I think there's still some more stuff in the other rooms. Get refill of those grenades, that's great. We'll need those later. Let's bring up the other room. No, let's go and do the lift actually. Ah shit, it's right there anyway. Sweet. Okay. I shouldn't have to wait for it to come up later. Oh, there's a trapdoor. Look. There's a few of them in this area. You can see them with the thermal goggles. Oh crap. I don't know why I stopped talking there. It's not like he would have heard me, but oh shit, he's still there. Go away. Okay, let's get out of here. Ah, the lift's gone back down now. Look. Okay. Oh, no one can see anyway. Let's go. So yeah, go up to number 1. We need to call Meryl, and she will open up the other door in this area. One that's just shut, and there's no level card that we can use to open it. So she needs to do it. And I'm not sure how she actually does it, where she actually is when she's doing it. But yeah, I've got to get past this fucking horrible camera corner again. Yes. Right, anything else in there? Something in the corner there. Let's have a look. Chefs, don't need chef grenades. Damn it. Okay, if I remember correctly, the one at the far end around here was a number 2, wasn't it? That one there. The left one. Ah, there's a guard there as well now. Yeah, I'm sure that was level 2. Where is he? There he is. Okay. Shoot, get in the box.
Huh?
Oh, you've seen it.
Just a box.
What's he gonna do? Just go away.
Get out of the way.
What? He didn't even like kick it or anything. Fucking idiot. Die. Oh, that's just fucking brilliant. Get out of there, Snake. Oh god, camera. Quick, quick. Get the card out. Get the card out. Oh, I swear they usually used to like lift it up so you could run out and round. Oh, maybe that was number 2. Number 2, they kicked it, didn't they? And it would turn you. Ah, oh, bloody hell. I really was not expecting that. Okay, well, I've got everything up here, so I'll get that bottom room. Yeah, I may as well ring her actually. Save me waiting. Right. 14015, I believe.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookie's eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top-secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry. I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second-floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement?
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Ah.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are. You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training, but when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action, and now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard, just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you, the real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Yes, so Meryl has opened up the door, and now we can get on out of here. As soon as I get past this annoying thing. It's such an awkward corner. Because you can sort of bounce off that rail. You sort of saw me do it there, and you're in the camera's path. And alright, there we go. Doors at the back there, to the left there. Here we are. Okay, let's see what I'm doing. Wrong button. Let's have a look in here. What's in here? She's still not open it. Oh, you have to wait, don't you? For fuck's sake. Then she rings you. Okay. Oh, there's a box there. Try to sneak up this guy. He's not gonna notice me. Right by him now. I don't know why I'm whispering. Oh god, this is so... Oh, did he not see me there? Oh, I got you, mate. You're a fucking idiot. I'm going to get you in this corner and just do you. Oh no, what? Oh, the codec calls just made me drop him.
The cargo door for you.
Oh, that's just great.
Where are you?
That's an alert right there.
See ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Oh man, that guy, I didn't choke him out in time, so he's gonna get up, isn't he? The game has just shafted me there. Ah, crap. Alright, I'll just have to do this. Ah, there we go. And all of that. And then the other guy's coming, great. Fuck's sake. Oh, fucking hell. That was the game doing me there. That was not my fault, that alert. Ah, fucking hell. 3 more. Get out of here, you. Throw you on your fucking ass. Oh, just let it snake. Come on. Not there. That's not going to work, is it? Surprise, motherfucker. Right, he's unconscious. So I'm going to like it. One more, wasn't there? Yeah, there he is. Oh, there's that guy upstairs by the camera corner. Shit, that guy's going to see me. No, not. Sweet. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, so this is a room with more infrared beams. They go up and down at various speeds. This was quite a tricky bit when I first played the game. I remember getting caught and then getting gassed. So if you trip one, the door shuts and then you just get gassed. I don't think you can get out of it at that point either. So yeah, you just got to take your time. Wait till you can see the beam. The floor has that black groove across every bit where a laser is, so you can sort of wait for it to line up with that. Yeah, so it's pretty easy now because I've done it countless times. So here we go out into the snowfield. What's that call this bit? I don't know. But yes, this is a cool section. Another boss fight now. So yeah, we use that mine detector from earlier. On the radar, it will show up the mines with the yellow area for where it's going to blow up. So you can come behind it, or you can do what I'm doing here, and you can crawl over them and pick them up, which doesn't really make sense, but in terms of the game, it works. you know, it's one way of picking them up safely. I missed the deep throat call there, I believe, but that was a mysterious figure telling you, Snake, be careful, there are Claymore mines there. So yeah, sorry about that. But anyway, let's go forward and trigger the boss fight. Oh boy.
This is Raven's territory. Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass. Send him a message. That's right, you belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are. Come, let's fight.
Snakes don't belong in Alaska. Ugh. Such cool quotes. Anyway, excuse me here for a second. I am just doing some shots for the game invaders because I wanted to be in a box there. Yeah, okay, let's go. So I'll throw a shaft. I think that disables the tank a bit, stops it from firing at me, or not. It should do. I'm sure it helps. I probably just ran out a bit too early there. And Raven's just laughing at me. So yeah, we'll try again. That shaft was completely wasted. Let's get down here. Actually. Yep. Now I should be okay. Hopefully. Oh god, bullets. Okay, so this bit is really awkward. It's probably the least, I'd say the least functional boss fight, because it's just so awkward to throw them without getting run over like I just did there. And then I kill myself with a fucking grenade as well. That's great. Yeah, it's a bit awkward to throw them, especially to throw them in the right place on the tank. And yeah, this, when it first came out and I had to do this was tough. This was a tough boss. Yeah, just because of the controls, it let it down slightly, but it's still a fun fight. There's not many games you can say you thought a tank with grenades on one, you know what I mean? So yeah, we just keep throwing them onto the top of the tank where the guards are shooting out of the hole.
See how you like this?
And eventually you'll kill enough of the guards to destroy the tank. Yeah, on a harder difficulty, you have to throw a lot more grenades. But as a penalty, it's not too bad. So there we go, got him. I'll enjoy this fabulous cutscene.
Well, boss, I hope you are happy. He got the card.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon. Much like you, I would expect no less.
See? I told you so, but I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him.
Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always?
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
So Snake chows down on another ration, increasing my health bar. We're now into the nuclear warhead storage building, I believe. And this is where the game will sort of hint to chat to Nastasha, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to quickly save the game, have a nice chat with Mailing afterwards, maybe. Yeah, so the game would sort of tell you to talk about weapons and why they're disabled to her. Yeah, she's just a side character that's not even needed in the story, really. She's the one in number 2 who writes the book about Shadow Moses incident. But other than that, I can't remember if she's ever mentioned again in any of the other Metal Gears. The fact she didn't show up in 4 was kind of telling, because they pretty much got everyone from Solid Snake's games back in that, didn't they? Yeah, so she was a bit of a non-essential character, put it that way. So we're going to here now, and the weapons will all get disabled. They're going to tell us in a cutscene now.
Be careful. You absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah, there's lots of boxes piled up here, but are they all warheads?
Yes, they're all dismantled warheads.
They just leave them here? It's like President Baker said. Totally careless.
They're working on a limited budget. They try to put on a pretty face for the media, but this is the grim reality of it. Nastasha knows lots more about it than I do. Her frequency is 141.52.
All of the warheads in those boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if the warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
So yeah, fuck ringing Nastasha, we don't care. Let's just quickly hide from that guard. Nice cool camera angle there. Very cinematic Kojima. And let's try and... I mean, I could go for the truck, because I do want to do some things with that, but... I don't know. Let's just get the rations out. Yeah, fuck it up. We'll come back to that bit. Do that bit later. Let's just try and get up there. Should be something there. Beans. Can't use those either. Okay, there's a guard up here, I believe. Yeah, there he is. Okay. Let's just hide there. If I can get that button, can't I? Oh, no, I can't get it. Oh, and there's the gas. Will it let me do the button? If I can stop getting shot, maybe I can press the button. Snake, come on, press the button. No. Press the button, Snake. Press the button. Ah. Okay, this is all gone. Now he's dead. Snake. What's wrong? Snake. Snake. At least you get to see one of the cooler game over screens ever made. Simple yet really effective. Really memorable as well. You know, well, this game is full of memorable moments, isn't it? I mean, anyone who's played it will, you know, no doubt be able to quote from the game. Will have so many highlights. You know, oh, you remember when this bit happened? Oh, you remember when Snake did this bit? Do you remember Grey Fox part? Oh, you know, there's so many cool bits. It's a pleasure to play it. You know, I'm doing this over the course of a single day, the actual playthrough. But obviously I'm putting videos up weekly. But yeah, it's a great time playing it. Yeah, it's a very special game. So yeah, I didn't get caught that time, so we'll go in the lift and we'll go to B1. What was in B1? I think B1 is where Articon should be. Oh no, B1 is the Mantis area. Okay. B2 is where Articon will be. So yeah, this is a sort of weird area. There's toilets either end. There's the Mantis room at the top, and then we've got this little like office bit with loads of locked doors. I think the Nikita missile launcher is in one of them, so we need to get that. Because otherwise we can't get to Arlecon. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, and that guy saw me as well. And I'm in trouble now. Okay, please, just don't fight it. Don't fight it. Okay, if I jump there, hopefully no one will see me. It's a pretty obvious place that I'm there. But these guards are quite dumb. I am better at this game than I'm showing. I think that's about my third alert now, isn't it? I mean, one of them the game did shaft me. But yeah, two of them I've just fucked on myself. I mean, I think it's two. I think it's three. Okay, well we've got what we needed from here. Let's just get out of here. To the left we go. And he presses the button. Oh god, that guy's coming back. Please don't see me. B2, B2, B2. Oh, that was close. Okay. So yeah, there's a little Easter egg here. I'll just show you. Ta-da! There he is. Just like in the prison bit, you could do it there. Okay. Yeah, so here we're going to see deeper now. I'll just shut up for a bit.
Snake, watch out. That place is filled with gas. Also, the floor is electrified. First, destroy the high voltage switch. It's the switchboard on the northwest wall.
But how? I can't reach it.
Use a remote-controlled missile.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby? Who are you, anyway?
One of your fans.
Okay, so now we get to use one of the coolest weapons in the game, while slowly getting poisoned, unfortunately. Then the Nikita missile launcher. Let's fire this bad boy off. Alright, a remote-controlled missile, and you can even go first person. Look at this, man. So cool. So yeah, the way this works is it's automatically moving forward. If you are not moving the camera to look left and right, it will do a rocket boost, which you can sort of see happening every time it's still. And we just got to smash up that thing. Yeah, it's easy once you know the route where to go. Sometimes you can get caught by the cameras because they have guns mounted on them, so they can blow up the missile. But yeah, as long as you're fast, you're okay there. So yeah, I am sort of choking there, but should be alright. Yeah, so we found that out. Let's go back. I don't trust it. It's going down quicker than I thought it would. Okay, so yeah, fresh air here, so it brings up the O2 gauge. So yeah, I'm just going to try and search these rooms and just see what's in here, because I don't want to miss any weapon that I might need. How are you supposed to get past here? See, with this, I probably should just throw a shaft grenade, but I know guards don't come here, so I'm just going to fucking run. I've got a gas mask now as well, so I can put that on and I should be alright in here now. Although I'm not going to be able to open the doors, am I? Okay. Swap it back. That one's a high number. Okay, C4 grenades, brilliant. Right. Sure, I'll just play that. Missiles, sweet. No, it's always come in handy. Go away, camera! Ah, fuck, that was locked as well. Okay, rations out. Oh, God's sake, what are you doing? Level 3. I can get in that first door. I did already go in that first door. It was that first door that was all about. Yeah. Number 6, oh, fuck. Oh, I forgot to put the fucking gas mask on, didn't I? Ah. Bugger. Okay, where's that going to put me now? Is that floor electrified? No. Okay, brilliant. Alright, well. Yeah. That was another silly mistake I've made. Fuck. Okay. I'll go that direction. Yeah, we'll go back through and do all that. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying before. Memorable moments, isn't it, really? It's far beyond what any other game at the time was doing. And we're about to see another memorable bit now. So I love that. You just would not want to go in there, would you? I mean, you've just heard some violent stuff going on. It's like, no, I don't think I'll be doing that. So yeah, apologies. This bit is going to be another couple of scenes for the Game Invaders video. I'll have to leave a link in the description for the Game Invaders eps. So if you want to check it out, go for it. But yeah, I'm basically going to be in this room with Snake going, oh no, I'm not opening that door. Yeah. Anyway, this is a cool scene, so be quiet.
It looks like they were cut by some type of blade.
It's a ghost. Looks like they were cut with some type of blade, hey Snake? What gets that away, huh? Was it all these guys lying on the floor with their guts hanging out? So yeah, just gonna have a quick look at all these bodies because I want to use those in the Game Invaders as well. But yeah, the detail's so good. You know, you potentially don't even need to show that. You know, if you just block that first person view, you wouldn't even need to render all of that. And yet they do anyway, you know. I would love to have had this on the PC. Because I would imagine there's someone who's modded it to change the camera maybe first person or a third person. Because I would love to play through this and make it feel a bit different. So yeah, the stealthy figure from earlier during the revolver fight has just appeared and killed all these guys. Another nice touch I like is this guy right here. So this was the one from that cutscene just where he was like hanging off the sword, and you can see here that he's still alive at this point. He's still breathing, you know, very weakly, you know, but you can see he's still sort of gasping, struggling for life. Yeah, and we'll check on him afterwards once we come out of this room. But yeah, remember that he's there and he's sort of breathing. Okay, here we go, on to the ninja.
Stealth camouflage? Who are you?
Where is my friend?
What are you talking about? Oh, what next?
Snake.
You're that ninja.
I've been waiting for you, Snake.
Who are you?
Neither enemy nor friend. I am back from a world where such words are meaningless. I've removed all obstacles. Now you and I will battle to the death.
What do you want?
I've waited a long time for this day. Now I want to enjoy the moment.
What's with these guys? It's like one of my Japanese animes.
I've come from another world to do battle with you.
What is it, revenge?
It is nothing so trivial as revenge. A fight to the death with you. Only in that can my soul find respite. I will kill you, or you will kill me. It makes no difference. Fine. He can watch from inside there.
I need that man. Keep your hands off him.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive
Yes, the
again.
ninja fight. What a cool battle. So one thing I'd like to mention is the boss music. Dun, dun, dun,
Snake,
dun,
you
dun,
can't
dun,
defeat
dun,
me with a weapon like that.
such an awesome thing. I think it's called the Duel or Duel. But yeah, check out the full length one on YouTube or something, or maybe Spotify or something. But yeah, it's such a great song. It really pumps you up and gets you in the mood to fight. So this fight's quite cool. If you use a weapon like I'm doing there, the ninja will just always block it. You might get lucky with the odd bullet, but for the most part he'll block it. You have to fight hand to hand. And then he does a famous quote here.
It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon. So yeah, you have to punch him. It's his only weapon. Fists. Who'd have thought it? So yeah, I'm just going to use a machine gun to get out of there. Kind of trap myself there. But yeah, so you just have to go and punch him. Snake has like I think it's a 3-hit combo. It's like 2 punches and a kick. So the kick will push people away. There's a PlayStation there as well, look. Though it does look more like a Sam. It's more like the Net Heroes Dev PS1 really. Okay, yeah, so Ninja has quite a few moves at his disposal. You can do this jump up here, stomp, you can see here, it's quite pain, because it has an area of effect damage. He will run at you and do cartwheels, he'll teleport, and yeah, he does all sorts. So he's quite a tough guy to get. But you just need to stay close to him, and then move out once he does that stomp, and get back in close before he can do anything really. That's the trick. See there, straight after his stomp, I've got him. Yeah, and then when you do some more damage to him, the fight changes now. So I think this is the bit where he goes invisible and he's hiding somewhere. And you have to just run around the room and try and find him. And if you take too long, he'll come and get you. But yeah, so the game shows you where he is for that first time. He's up here. I give him a few punches and kicks, and then he's gone again. Oh look, there he is. It's almost like I played this before. So yeah, we'll do him again in his corner. Yeah, where's he going to be now? Sometimes he goes there. Sometimes he's in the middle. Where is he? Oh, he might be by this filing cabinet, I think. In here? No. Ah, he must be on the top. Yeah, there he is. Okay, he's gone there. Oh, there you go. Didn't much hide from it there, did you? Okay, and now this is the last stage now where he's taken too much damage. And he does this like rage thing now where he just walks at you like a badass. And then he teleports. You have to dodge his first teleport and punch. So yeah, this is cool. This is a cool shot. I love it. He looks so badass. Put his such a great character design that. And you can change the colour of his outfit as well, I believe, if you complete it. I'm sure it goes like a brighter red and a blue colour. Darker blue or lighter blue. Or is it red and orange or something like an Iron Man suit? No, but yeah, definitely change it. So yeah, just keep doing that. And then you do one more go. And then we've pretty much defeated him then. He's got his last attacks now. All of energy. So I should really get out of the way. But I'm trying to look at it in first person because it looks cool, but I'm pretty too close. So yeah, now he's just got to try and hit him when the energy isn't surrounding him. But yeah, you may have noticed while we've been fighting, we've completely trashed this room as well. So when you're punching, you smash the monitors. He's flicking up paper, as you can see there. You can knock the chairs over. He's knocked a few chairs over himself. Yeah, it's a really nice touch. You know, this was a nice office until we came and we started fighting. And look at it now, it's all trashed. But yeah, that's the end of the ninja.
I felt that, Snake. Do you remember me now?
Can't be. You were killed in Zanzibar. What? Not again. What's happening?
I'm losing myself.
Is it over?
Gray Fox. Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. No doubt about it.
Ridiculous. You of all people should know he died in Zanzibar.
No. He should have died, but he didn't.
What?
It happened before I joined Foxhound's medical staff. They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
I never heard that.
It happened right after you retired. My predecessor, Dr. Clark, was in charge.
Dr. Clark?
Yes. He started the gene therapy project.
And where is he now?
He was killed in an explosion in his lab 2 years ago.
So what about this soldier?
Apparently, for their test subject, they decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after the fall of Zanzibar.
And that was Gray Fox.
But he was already dead.
Yes. But they revived him. They fitted him with a prototype exoskeleton and kept him drugged for 4 years while they experimented on him like a plaything. Today's genome soldiers were born from those experiments.
That's the sickest thing I ever heard.
They used him to test all sorts of gene therapy techniques.
Naomi, why didn't you tell us about this sooner?
Because it's confidential information.
Is that the only reason?
Naomi, what happened to Gray Fox after that?
The record says he died in the explosion.
I see. But even if that ninja is Gray Fox, the question is, why?
From what I could tell, he didn't know who he was.
Are you saying that he's just a mindless robot?
I'm not sure, but he seems intent on fighting me to the death. We'll meet again. I know it.
So you'll fight again? Until you kill him?
I'd rather not. But maybe that's what he wants.
How long are you gonna stay in there?
Huh? Are you one of them?
No, I'm not. I always work alone.
Alone? Are you an otaku too?
Come on, get out. We can't stay here forever.
Your uniform is different than theirs.
You're the Metal Gear Chief Engineer, Hal Emmerich, right?
You know me?
I heard about you from Meryl.
Oh, so you're here to rescue me?
Sorry, but no. There's something that I've got to do first.
Oh, well, at least you're not one of them.
Huh. Are you hurt?
I'm okay. I just twisted my ankle a little bit trying to get away.
Well, if that's all, it's nothing to worry about. I want to ask you something. I need information about Metal Gear.
Huh? Metal Gear?
Yeah. What's Metal Gear really designed for?
It's a mobile TMD. It's designed to shoot down nuclear missiles. Only for defensive purposes, of course.
Fire! I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile.
Nuclear? What are you talking about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You telling me you didn't know?
They're gonna put a dismantled warhead into Metal Gear's TMD missile module?
Wrong. From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started.
No, you're wrong.
I heard it directly from your boss, Baker.
No. A nuclear missile on Rex?
So you really didn't know?
No. All the armament was built by a separate department, and the President personally supervised the final assembly of the main unit.
President Baker?
Yeah. I was never told exactly what they armed Rex with. I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
A railgun, you said?
Yeah. It uses magnets to fire bullets at extremely high velocities. The technology was originally developed for the SDI system and later scrapped. We were successful in miniaturizing it in a joint venture between Arms Tech and Rivermore National Labs. The railgun is on Rex's right arm.
Metal Gear's main function is to launch nuclear missiles. You sure you're not forgetting something?
It's true that Metal Gear has a missile module on its back that can carry up to 8 missiles, but are you saying it was originally meant to carry nuclear missiles?
Yeah, but that's not all I think. If Metal Gear fired only standard nuclear missiles, then they should already have all the practical data they need.
No. Could it be? Metal Gear's co-developer, Rivermore National Labs, was working on a new type of nuclear weapon. They were using NOVA and NIF laser nuclear fusion testing equipment and supercomputers.
So they developed a new type of nuclear weapon in a VR testing lab, huh?
Yes, but you can't use virtual data on a battlefield. They would need actual launch data. These are some of the supercomputers. If you link these, you can test everything in a virtual environment. But it's all just theoretical.
So this exercise was designed to test the real thing.
What did our president do? If the terrorists launched that thing... Damn! Damn! I'm such a fool. It's all my fault. The truth is, my grandfather was part of the Manhattan Project. He suffered with the guilt for the rest of his life. And my father, he was born on August 6th, 1945.
The day of the Hiroshima bomb. God's got a sense of humor, all right.
3 generations of Emmerich men. We must have the curse of nuclear weapons written into our DNA. I used to think that I could use science to help mankind, but the one that wound up getting used was me. Using science to help mankind, it's just in the movies.
That's enough crying. Pull yourself together. Where is Metal Gear? Where on this base are they keeping it?
Rex is in the underground maintenance base.
Where's that?
North of the communications tower, but it's a long way there.
The emergency override system for the detonation code is there too?
Yeah, in the maintenance base control room. You'd better hurry. If they were planning a launch from the start, then their ballistic program is probably finished. And since they haven't called for me in a few hours, they must not need me. In other words, they must be ready to launch.
Meryl's got the detonation code override keys. We'll link up with her.
If we can't override the launch, we'll have to destroy Rex. I'll show you the way.
On that leg of yours, you'll just slow me down.
You'll need me if you're gonna destroy Rex.
I don't need you. I just need your brain.
I created Rex. It's my right, my duty to destroy him.
If you get a chance, try to escape. When the coast is clear, I'll contact you by codec.
How am I supposed to escape from an island?
Okay.
So what then?
I want you to hide somewhere and keep me informed. You know this place well, don't you?
Of course I do. And don't worry, I've got this. It's the same stealth technology as the Ninja. Foxhound was gonna use them, but with this I'll be fine. Bad leg and all.
Good. But I want Meryl to watch after you too.
Meryl, the engineer's okay.
That's a relief.
I want you to look after him. Where are you now?
Very close.
There she is! Over there!
Oh no! Damn, they've spotted me.
Meryl, what happened?
Something's wrong.
Did you hear something? Wasn't that some kind of music?
What did she look like?
She was wearing the same green uniform as the terrorists.
A disguise?
She had such a cute way of walking. She kind of wiggles her behind.
You were really looking.
Well, she's got a very cute behind.
Way of walking, huh?
If she's disguised as the enemy, you'll have to contact her when she's alone, huh? There's only one place where we can be sure she's by herself.
Where's that?
Don't be so dense. Here, use this security card. It's security level 4.
You're not in pain, are you?
Huh?
You feel okay? Nothing bothering you?
What's wrong? Getting all friendly all of a sudden.
No, nothing. I'm glad you're okay.
You're strange.
I'm a little nervous. Everyone else I've saved suddenly dies.
You're bad luck.
Forget it, Doctor.
Call me Otacon.
Otacon?
It stands for Otaku Convention. An otaku's a guy like me who likes Japanimation. Japan was the first country to successfully make bipedal robots. They're still the best in the field of robotics.
And Japanese cartoons played some part in that?
They did. I didn't get into science to make nuclear weapons, you know.
That's what all scientists say.
I became a scientist because I wanted to make robots like the ones in the Japanese animes. Really, it's true.
Just sounds like a childish excuse to me.
You're right. We have to take responsibility. Science has always thrived on war. Greatest weapons of mass destruction were created by scientists who wanted to be famous. But that's all over now. I won't take part in murder anymore.
Whatever. All I want from you is information.
Sure. I know everything about this whole base. Ask me anything about Rex or about this place. Also, with this stealth camouflage, I can sneak in and out of the armory and mess hall. If you need ammo or rations, just tell me and I'll bring them to you. I'm on frequency 141.12. See you later.
Alright, well that's been over an hour now, so if you've made it this far into the video, well done, and thank you very, very much for watching. I really appreciate any viewers that I'm getting on these. I think it's a good place to end, so I'll just get mailing to save my progress. And I will hopefully see you in part 3 of the Metal Gear Solid Let's Play on the Metal Gear Solid month on Super Beanie-man Gaming.
The Soliton radar
So
system or the
thank you,
codec system.
and I will
I
see
just
you
wanted
next
to make
time.
something that would be useful for people. I
And in
think
the
that it
meantime,
was the same for Dr. Emmerich too.
Stay cool.
But he was used like a tool, used to make a horrible killing machine. Maybe it would be better if engineers like us just stopped making things. I don't know.